Welcome to another episode of Chats with Vlad. Episode 65. Say-LA-Vee. This is life. I wonder what we'll be talking about today, boys and girls. But soon enough. Soon enough, boys and girls. I don't have very much time tonight, though. I want to talk about a series of unfortunate events. Uncle Vlad had that happen all night tonight. You don't know how lucky you are to have an episode tonight, boys and girls. Hurdle after hurdle, Uncle Vlad jumped. Even a family event tomorrow that I'll be, I dare say, snoozing through part of. Sorry, baby. Anyway, I'm digressing again, aren't I? Boys and girls, so much has happened. So much is happening. But before we get to the main meat and potatoes, or the funny ha-ha, Uncle Vlad wanted to do an honorable, and I do mean honorable mention. There's a channel that YouTube's been trying to shut down, boys and girls. Oh, indeed. Indeed, boys and girls. It's a channel called Far From Weak. It's a channel that's been trying to help Generation Z become men. You see, as I alluded to in earlier episodes that you may or may not have watched, boys and girls, it's up to Generation X to help Generation Z so that we can have a future. I'll tell you right now, the millennials aren't really trying to help. But anyway, we already talked about that. Millennials, I'm still waiting for you to prove it. Think about it. Anyway, Far From Weak has helped a lot of people. And I do mean a lot of people. Notification. My bad. They've helped a lot of people, though, to become men. And they're not even controversial, except for maybe some of the things on trans about men and women and whatnot. But we're not going to go into that one right now. We've gone into it enough. Men are men, women are women, period. Love is love, my ass. No, wait, hold on. I didn't mean that. Anyway, as I was saying, Far From Weak, well, they've been trying to shut them down because of their viewpoints, and all they've been trying to do is help. I mean, they've been trying to cancel them. And in other words, they've been trying to cancel real men. Far From Weak, let it be known that Uncle Vlad stands with you. And there are about 40,000 other patrons that stand with you. And we are far from weak. Just like so many others, you will be avenged. But boys and girls, instead of telling you, why don't I show you the channel real quick? It's mighty interesting. As you can see, they have a lot of content. Personally, I appreciated their final message, but I highly recommend you take your young male children and show them as many of these as you can before YouTube takes them down. I myself have been shown my own spawnness. These show you what it means to be a real man, boys and girls. Something the males of today need tutelage on. Ah, indeed, boys and girls. Indeed. Ah, this is what they mean when they say, Say-LA-Vee, this is life. But boys and girls, I highly recommend you check out the YouTube channel. It's called Far From Weak. Indeed. But boys and girls, dawn grows ever closer. And we can't have that shit now, can we? So, with that being said, boys and girls, I want to get on to our main topic of this episode. And tonight, indeed, France is burning, boys and girls. And Vlad wants to know, is it the Second French Revolutionary War? I'll tell you what, if it is, boys and girls, heads will be rolling. Indeed. Let me tell you a little bit about this, and then Uncle Vlad has a little clip to show you. I think that this is the beginning of the end, and Uncle Vlad's not surprised at all that France was the first to go. It seems like they make a habit of this. You see, Uncle Vlad remembers his grandfather and his great-grandfather telling him of extraordinary stories of cowardice from not only World War II, but I believe even World War I, boys and girls. So, we'll just say that this is not unexpected. But let me tell you a little bit about this. Tonight was the third night of riots and burning and looting, boys and girls. Blue lights, red flames, everywhere. It all happened because 17-year-old Niall was shot and killed, apparently a delivery person. Now, there was a traffic chase, apparently. What do we have here? Oh, Taco. He wanted to come out and say hi, Taco, to the boys and girls. A blue Persian, he is. But you sidetracked me, my familiar. What I was saying was that the 17-year-old was shot at a traffic stop, but he didn't stop, boys and girls. And he had violated many different laws. So I guess you might say there's two sides to this coin. It all stems from a really bad immigration problem that France has with several African nationalities and Asian nationalities. And then, like Germany, they have these weird rules where there's no go zones. If you do, you might get, well, you might get what you get. And I would say ladies, but the way this world's going, guys, you better watch your ears too. Indeed. So, Macron, and that's the French president, if you don't know that, Manuel Macron. Macron was caught dancing at an Elton John concert on the second nights of burning, rioting, and looting, boys and girls. The French people weren't digging that one. I don't think anyone really were. That's pretty insulting, actually. The officer involved was charged with involuntary manslaughter. This issue and many others, as I said, stem from France's broken policies and laws, boys and girls. Indeed. But I promised to show you a little bit of lights. We'll call it the Festival of Lights. You see what I mean, boys and girls? Indeed, blue lights and red flames everywhere. Sounds familiar, boys and girls? Indeed, indeed, the French. They have their hands full right now, boys and girls. I'm glad we're not them. But I'll tell you one thing, boys and girls. If we were them, I would hope we'd fight a lot harder than they ever fought in any war or any struggle or any conflict. I think highly of America, boys and girls. I think very highly. I hope you do too. That's not a sad state of affairs. I don't notice, boys and girls. And with that, time for funny ha-ha. Sorry, France, but you suck. And for that, you are the butt of my jokes today. Indeed. Indeed. So, without further delay, I asked a Frenchman, do you play games? And all he said was, oui, oui. Indeed. How do you escape a French prison, boys and girls? By yelling angrily in German. How do you sink a Chinese warship, boys and girls? Have the French build it. What do you call an angry French aunt? Why, a cross-aunt. What would you call the Eiffel Tower if it fell over, boys and girls? It'd be the I fell over tower. Why are the best used guns from France? Because they've never been fired and they've only been dropped once. Where, this one's for Taco, where do French cats live, Taco? Why, in Paris. How many troops does it take to defend Paris, boys and girls? Nobody knows. Because it's never been tried. Well, boys and girls, Uncle Vlad has a lot to do today. But I want you to contemplate the things that we've talked about. Not only about what it is to be a man, far from weak, visit it. And also about France burning. Because, boys and girls, I think it's the first in a long line of war that's to come. Think about it!
Hey.